Hello. One of the must-haves for women is high heels. Even if you wear high heels, there are thoughts such as you will be more attractive, your self-confidence will be restored. For example, if you look at magazines, women's magazines or men's magazines or romantic movies, these messages are always imposed on us in advertisements. Well, scientifically, when a woman wears heels, do men find her more attractive? Let's find the answer to this question in this video today. In this study conducted in France in 2014, a young woman from the experiment group goes to a park and conducts a survey. And she changes her shoes every 15 minutes in these surveys. For example, she wears flat shoes under one condition, then she wears a 5 cm high heel, and then a 9 cm high heel. Now I will summarize what happened in these 4 separate cases. In the first experiment, a young woman goes to the park and says to the men, "I'm doing a survey on gender equality, would you join the experience, would you join my survey?" And woman, if she wears 9 cm high heels, the rate of participation is 83%, while the rate of participation is 47% when the woman wears flat soles. In other words, we can say that men respond more to women who wear high-heeled shoes. Let's come to the second experiment. In the second experiment, 4 women say that they went out on the street and did an experiment on their eating habits. This time, 45 men are made to 45 women in the surveys, so every woman surveys about 90 people. In total, an experiment data of 360 people is collected. The results show that men agree with 83% when the interviewer wears high heels, while women agree with 30%. And women, on the contrary, are more likely to participate in the survey of the pollsters who wear flat shoes. I mean, women actually, we can say that he doesn't like another woman who wears high-heeled shoes. Let's come to the third experiment. In the third experiment, one of the women who made this survey drops her glove while walking on the street and the helping movements of women and men on the street are examined. If the woman wears flat shoes, benefits are reduced. But if the woman wears high heels, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, everyone helps more. But we can still say that men increase the aid rate the most in high-heeled shoes. Let's go to the fourth experiment. In the fourth experiment, one of the women who made those surveys from the experimental group goes to a bar, and she also wears 4 cm shoes, 9 cm shoes or flat shoes in this bar. And by the way, another woman from the group conducting the experiment is measuring when the first man to approach this woman will approach her at that bar. When women wear high-heeled shoes, the posture of women changes. Women's waistline, the gap in the waist crease is increasing. They give the impression that they are standing straighter and more confident. In fact, the hips stand higher and the chest rises more outward. These, of course, become more attractive points for a man. The other second reason is that women's gait changes when they wear high heels. Because those shoes are so uncomfortable that it is impossible to walk fast or take big steps. Therefore, women take slower steps and walk more frequently, and it is interesting that men also perceive it as a more feminine, more attractive woman. Another reason is the media. Because in the news you see in the media, in the TV series you watch, in the commercials, everywhere creates the impression of a strong woman, an attentive woman, a woman with self-confidence wears high-heeled shoes. And with this message, these perceptions are also created. But at the end of the video, I would like to point out that we should not limit a woman's attractiveness to high heels. A woman can be very attractive with her stance, self-confidence and intelligence. Thanks.